It's Easter. I've got so many egg times it's not even funny.
Yeah, it is Easter.
And Easter means...
Chocolate!
No. It means remembering the significance of Jesus dying for us.
Ah, yes. That as well. Welcome to the Six Great Family Easter Bake Off.
What's your baking pedigree?
Well, my grandmother was good at baking, and my father was in the catering corps when he did his national service.
So David, how have you been practising for this challenge?
Well, I watched the whole of the Downton Abbey series and watched how Mrs Patmore made cakes, and now I've started on the Upstairs Downstairs series and I'm watching Mrs Bridges.
Okay David, what did you do to get on this show?
Well, I just joined the Wednesday worship group.
Have you ever had a soggy bottom?
Only when I sit on my tractor seat when it's been out in the rain.
Hello, Reverend Simeon. So I've got some questions for you. What is your baking pedigree?
I'm a very experienced baker. I've baked 5 whole cakes before. Yes, and some of them were even edible. Well, there was this one cake where I was icing it and I mixed up icing sugar with casting sugar and, well, the icing was interesting. Crunchy.
Oh, right, yeah. Tell me, what is your inspiration for this recipe?
It's an old family recipe, this one. Well, not my family, of course, but if I changed my name to Berry, then it would have been passed down to me by my lovely Granny Mary. Anything from Bake Off, it's that you have to listen to your cake as you take it out to see whether it's done or not. So, I see. How hot was it? It was melting. Right. And then what happened? It's an interesting question, that one. I think to me, Easter means that I know that God loves me and cares for me, and that's something that I can carry about in my heart every day, and through the ups and the downs, that I know He loves me and is with me.
Julian and Amanda would like you to make a simnel cake. To help you, here are a few tips.
Simnel cakes are tasty. Oh, sorry, you might need something a little bit more than that. Also, you're going to need 11 balls of marzipan to position around the outside of your cake to represent the disciples. But not Judas, he wasn't part of the gang at Easter. Sometimes people have a 12th larger ball in the middle of their simnel cake, and this represents Jesus because he's the big cheese. On your marks,
Get set.
bake!
So what did you have to do to get on this show?
Bakers, unfortunately time is not an illusion, you're halfway through. Through your darkest hours, keep going, don't give up.
please place your cakes at the end of the kitchen side and step away. And then we can taste them at a reasonably social distance.
Many of you who have got to know me over the years know that I'm partial to a piece of cake. And here I've got two opportunities to try different cakes. So it's got a good amount of fruit. That's got some fruit. Not quite sure that bit in the middle of there is, but nevertheless it's not just about looks, it's about what it tastes like. A little bit more. Taste the marzipan, a little bit of fruit. Yeah, nice. Nice, quite light. The second one. A bit more of that one as well. Both quite different. Now, gosh, how to choose between them. And I know, actually, I'm always partial to a bit of marzipan, so that's not a good guide. This one, I'm probably going to go for this one because it's got a lovely consistency of fruit. So, whoever this one is, well done. Keep going, and I'm more than happy to keep trying your cakes whenever you wish to bake them. Bless you.
Well, the joys and challenges of ministry are many and varied, but I think this comes among the joys. I have two pieces of cake to sample. I have to say I am impressed that each of them came wrapped in sustainable packaging, not a piece of cling film inside. So eco points to you both. Well done. Both have a nice layer of marzipan on the top and a single ball of marzipan. I think it would be fair to say that the line of marzipan through the middle is much clearer and neater in the darker of the two cakes. The fruit is more evenly distributed perhaps in this darker cake. However, they both have a good texture, nice crumb, well risen. Taste this lighter of the two cakes first. Comes apart nicely, smells good, nice and moist, not dried out at all. Let's have a taste of this. I'm getting the marzipan, the almondy taste in there, and the distribution. That's very juicy fruit. That's very plump, juicy fruit in there. Tastes good. Let's move on to this darker cake now. Slightly more solid texture. Fruit is well distributed. Smells nice. This is a little richer. Two pieces of cake, both taste good, both a considerable amount of effort has gone into them. It's interesting how different they are, but on balance, I have to say, on taste and appearance, I would say that this, the darker of the cakes, has the edge and would be my choice for the winner.